All right. So we just wrapped up our weekly Spanish interview that we do regarding real estate, market, the economy. And I'm here with Griselda Ledesma. And you gave such great information, Griselda, about how the national debt is affecting rates, keeping them high, how it's affecting affordability. Tell us more about it, because I think it's something very valuable to share with everyone.
And you know what? It is regarding how the cost of the money transfers into, saying it, interest rates, but it's cost of the money, how it's affecting the housing market, how it's affecting everybody's pocket and everybody's mortgage payment. Obviously, the new people, the new borrowers. And let's talk about the U.S. debt, how much is increasing and what is up to right now, which is $32 trillion, 608 million. And we're talking about the debt obviously increasing every year. And obviously over the last 20 years, 15 years, it's going up so fast to the point that now the credit agencies are downgrading the U.S. debt from AAA to AA, which is still good, but not the AAA that we used to have. Obviously, because the U.S. is into a lot of debt, and we still have the problem of the budget. Every year it's a fiasco on how to approve a higher limit on the budget in order to cover the government expenses, the government commitments, and let's see how it goes in the near future, how the government is going to be paying the Social Security benefits and Medi-Cal. So let's talk about how it transfers into the interest rates. We have the Federal Reserves that decides whether they increase the federal fund rate every so often. And right now we have the next meeting in September. They're debating whether if the increase in the rates will prevent us from having a recession, or is it a good time to stop, to pause, and see how the economy does with this interest rate? But the Federal Reserve can do one thing, and the other one is our credit ratings of the U.S. debt nationally, how the world is going to view us as, is it a good place to park your millions of dollars in investments that you have in the U.S. economy? With the credit ratings going lower, obviously it's not, and it's going to make the cost of the money higher, and that turns into higher interest rates. But let's talk about how the interest rates is affecting housing. It's really at this point, the prices of the homes are not going down, it's not dropping. A lot of people thought maybe after our pandemic, after COVID, the inventory will increase and the prices will drop. Well, it's not doing that. It's actually the opposite. And the main problem right now is inventory. We used to have close to 4 million units, 4 million properties for sale in the nation about 20 years ago. Right now, we have less than 3/4 of a million units.
Wow.
We're talking about a fifth of inventory versus what we had. But if we talk about the inventory being low and the interest rates being higher, the interest rates are high compared to what? They're high compared to 2021, 2022, that we had interest rates at 2.25%. But let's not lose track. Let's not lose sight of the interest rates that have been in the past. And I'm not going to go back to 1987 when the interest rates were extremely high. I'm just going to go back to the 1990, 2000. Interest rates were even higher. And so right now we have interest rates in less than 6% on FHA. So, and we also have the option that the possibility that interest rates might even drop in the near future. People can refinance. But bottom line, at this point, buying your house is an excellent time to buy because inventory is dropping, is decreasing. A number of households formed is increasing at a much higher pace than the construction of properties, meaning prices of homes will continue to go up. And even with these interest rates that we've seen them in the past quite a bit, because they're fixed for 30 years, this rates, they're not the subprime, they're not the negam, they're none of that. You get an interest rate that's fixed for 30 years with the possibility of refinancing, like I said. But bottom line is inventory is selling, number of people buying is increasing, prices of homes, will they be out of the reach of a lot of people? They are already in some cases and a lot of cases, but people still have a lot of possibilities to purchase your property. So this is a time to do it before we hit 2033, the year 2033, and we look back and say, oh my God, I remember when the interest rates were low, 5.9, 5.75, and I could have bought a home for $700,000. The same thing we think about now, the people that about 20, 30 years ago that bought a home for $250 in San Leandro and Fremont, San Francisco in the 90s there were 250,000. So let's not lose the opportunity in 2023 that we have, because it's going to be gone in the next few years and a lot of times in the next few months. So this is what I see based on the cost of the money and based on what the market is doing, the real estate market at this point.
And one thing that we mention frequently is the higher rates right now is what is keeping some people in the market, because the moment that the rates drop, well, there's going to be millions more buyers. And like you said, with this lack of inventory, lack of homes for sale, if you're ready financially, mentally, you can do it. Now's the time. Thank you so much for this information. I think it's very valuable, and I hope that those listening find it as well. Thank you.